ragged breath, trying to quell the fear tripping down her spine. "I will, Mac. I promise I will." The trailer was dark, only the flickering blue glow of the television set serving to light the cramped space. The monster had made himself at home, as he always did, sprawled out on the stained and ripped lazy boy, a half-drunk bottle of whiskey propped next to an overflowing ashtray by his side. He wore no shirt, and his bulbous gut hung over his filthy jeans. His eyes had a glazed look to them, a look that filled Scarlet with dread. Her mother didn't seem to notice. She put her hands on her hips, staring him down. "What the hell are you doing here?" she demanded, her voice cracking at the edges, betraying her unease. "I thought I told you to leave last night." The monster looked up lazily. "I did leave," he said in a slurred voice. "And now you're just back. No apology? No nothing?" "Mom," Scarlet tried, putting a hand on her arm as she glanced nervously at the monster. "Come on, let's go to the bedroom. We can watch our Downton Abbey DVDs. I'll make popcorn." "No!" Her mother wrenched her arm away with a force that almost sent Scarlet sprawling. "I'm not leaving. Not without my apology." She turned back to the monster. "You can't just waltz back in here like nothing happened and think I'll just forgive and forget. No big deal." Scarlet stood there helplessly as her mother attempted to meet the monster's eyes. When he dodged her gaze, Mom stepped in front of the television, arms crossed over her chest, purposely blocking his view. For a split second, Scarlet could almost see the reflection of her ancestors, the proud Zuni tribe that had once driven Spanish conquistadors from New Mexico, reflected in her mother's angry black eyes. But it was gone as soon as it came, forcing Scarlet to face reality once again. Her mother was no fierce tribal warrior of old, ready to defend her land and property, but merely a shell of a woman who had downed too many rum and cokes at dinner. Liquid courage, she had called it. More like liquid stupidity. The monster sighed deeply. "Will you please get the hell out of the way?" he asked, trying to look around her. "I've got money on this game. Your fat ass is blocking the set." Scarlet's mother's face turned purple. In one fluid movement, she turned, grabbing the television set and throwing it out the sliding glass door behind her. The closed sliding glass door. Scarlet gasped as the box crashed through the window pane and smashed onto the back porch in a cloud of sparks and smoke and broken glass. Oh, crap. For a moment, the monster just stared out the window in stunned disbelief. Then he rose to his feet and started toward her mother. She stared back at him defiantly, as if daring him to do his worst. The look on his face told Scarlet he didn't need a double dare. "No!" She threw herself in his path, a vain attempt to shield her mom from what was coming. The monster tried to shove her aside, but she stood her ground, throwing her full weight against him. He staggered, the alcohol and whatever else he was on, slowing his reflexes enough to give her a slight advantage. She'd take it. "Don't you touch her." Her hands shot out, shoving him as hard as she could. He flailed, losing his footing, and for a brief moment she thought she had him. But then his hands latched onto her arms, his ragged fingernails digging into her skin. Together they tumbled, following the trajectory of the television set through the broken glass window and onto the porch outside. Scarlet screamed as heat slashed at her arm and her ankle wrenched violently. "Scarlet!" She could dimly hear her mother scream from back inside the trailer. "Bob, are you okay?" The monster was already on his feet. "Psychos," he growled. "The two of you are goddamn psychos!" He stormed back into the house through the broken window, glass crunching loudly under his boots.